What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about Shane O'Neill's shoe. Right? I'm really excited to make a video. I haven't made a video in quite a while, and I haven't got to skate in like almost 2 weeks because I'm getting over COVID. So hopefully it's not too windy. Maybe I might film this inside if it's not, or if it is too windy. So a little background is I typically skate a cup sole shoe, whether it's a bulky or a slim. Just the cup sole feels really good to me. So switching over to a vulcanized shoe was a tough transition. Plus, I'm skating a new setup than my last video. It's a primitive board, Naruto primitive board. This board also took me a while to get used to. I started using this board and the shoes at the same time, and it was a really tough transition, but I'm kind of used to everything now, and I kind of like the way this setup feels. Might keep it, might change it up, I don't know. But for now, we're gonna film some skate videos, and then we're gonna talk about Shane O'Neill's shoe. So let's get into it. Alright guys, we're back. I'm going to try and keep this brief because I know no one wants to watch like barely 2 minutes of skate footage to sit and listen to me talk about shoes for 12 minutes. So we'll keep it brief. I'd like to start off by saying, despite any like things I say about the shoe that don't work for me, does not mean that this is a bad shoe. Just straight out the gate, this shoe is really good. So for me personally, I don't like vulcanized shoes a whole lot. I typically skate a cup sole just because I like more of that feeling. I feel like the way I skate, a lot of my flick comes from that like in between the sole and that toe cap area. And when you have a shoe with this low a profile where it's just that outsole, I feel like it messes up a lot of my tricks. But this is a shoe that I really wanted to try for a long time because I'm a big fan of Shane O'Neill. I was kind of put off from buying this shoe for a long time. Like I never wanted to fully pull the trigger. One, because like I completely fell in love with the Ninja 2s, and I was really hesitant about changing shoes because I went through like 4 pairs pretty consistently of the Ninja 2s, and I was so comfortable in that shoe. But I really wanted to try this. But I live overseas in Japan currently, and I wear a size 11, and Japanese stores don't carry inventory in shoes above a size 10. So I can't really just go into like a skate shop and try on shoes. So I didn't want to order them online and order the wrong size, because like different brands, you know, fit differently. Luckily, I got to go to San Diego pretty recently for a work thing. I posted a short if you want to check that out. It's just like a 15-second video of some of the tricks I did. But I got to be back in the States for a little bit. I tried on a bunch of shoes, bought a bunch of clothes that fit finally. They fit, to me, fit size 11, perfect, just like every other shoe I wear. So starting off, we'll start. One thing I really liked about this shoe over the Ninja 2s is the grip, right? I haven't skated a Nike SB other than Ninjas in a really long time. So I know this is kind of just like the standard Nike grip, but it is really good. It was a great change compared to the Ninja 2s, because the Ninja 2s don't have as much grip as other shoes, or as much grip as I'd like, right? So right off the bat, being able to stick to the board and pick it up easier for certain tricks was really helpful. Moving on to the outsole, you have the vulcanized outsole with the rubber taping, the extra rubber taping in the wear areas, which actually does last pretty long. My experience with vulcanized shoes in the past has left me with the impression that vulcanized shoes don't last as long. But for a Volk shoe, the shoe has been lasting quite a while. I've been skating it pretty consistently up until like the last week and a half because I had COVID. You can see right here, that's the wear I have on it right now. Compared to my switch foot, I do practice a lot of nollie and switch, but not nearly as much as my regular kick flips. Alright, so this rubber area is actually pretty durable for a Volk shoe. That's a plus. That's a huge plus I will give the shoe, right? I've seen people tear through a lot of this suede or canvas. I'm starting to tear through a little canvas right there for my heel flips, and I'm starting to get a little bit of wear area right here finally from, I guess, just my regular ollies. I thought this would tear through way faster. My favorite thing about the shoes is this hidden like ghillie lace system. Nike has the ghillie lace on other shoes, but this one's like completely protects the laces, right? For me though, when I first got the shoe, I laced them up from the top and tied them off there, and that top area still tore for me. As you can see, it's like pretty worn down right here. So I ended up just, tying them at the second spot, and that's worked perfectly. Like the lace hasn't been like touched at all, so that's awesome. The sole in this shoe is kind of bad, to be honest. It kind of sucks. Like, it is a little thick towards the toe area, a lot thicker. From what it felt, it looks a lot thicker than what I was feeling when I skate. I've never really taken this thing out to look at it a whole lot, so there's actually decent padding up here in the toe area. Then it has this stupid Nike Zoom air unit, which actually does cushion. I say cushion, but like you feel it cushion if you're doing like flat ground or like basic ledge tricks or something. If you're jumping down staircases, which is not something I really do, this ain't gonna do jack shit. Because even after skating flat ground and stuff all day, my feet hurt a lot. A lot of people compare this to a Janowski and just say it's basically just a better Janowski. I would like to agree with them, but I never skated the Janowski. I just, like I said, I'd never really messed with Volk shoes, and that was like the most low profile Volk shoes. But like I said, I'm a huge fan of Shane O'Neill. Really wanted to try this shoe. I did notice, for me personally, my flick for a lot of my tricks was completely off when I tried these shoes. It didn't help that I was skating a new setup and new shoes at the same time. My last video, I had that disorder board. After that video, I went through a smaller disorder board because I had it. I didn't want to waste the money, so I bought it, or I already had it, so I just skated it until it broke. Then I started skating a zero board. Absolutely loved that setup. but I've been wanting to try Primitive, and they don't ship out to me, and they don't really sell them out here a whole lot. So when I was back in the States, I finally got to buy a Primitive board, and I brought it back with me. So I started skating that Primitive board and these shoes at the same time, and that board also feels completely different. And I showed it at the beginning of the video, but here it is. Felt really different. I'm not gonna talk a whole lot about it. I might do a quick little video to give my thoughts on the shape in Primitive, but I know Primitive's been covered a lot on YouTube, so I'm not gonna go like super in depth with it. One of my favorite skate YouTubers to watch, Ben Degros, or however you say his last name, he does a lot of Primitive videos, so just check him out. So I cracked that board today. So I set up this guy. This is a girl board, shape G052. It's Sean Malto's custom shape, and it's also part of the girl production. Got that 9 Club mob grip tape. This is another shape I've been wanting to try. I haven't had a girl board since high school, so I'm excited to skate a girl board again and Sean Malto's custom shape. But yeah, here we go. Shane O'Neill's Nike SB is a really good shoe, especially if you like vulcanized shoes. If you like vulcanized shoes, you owe it to yourself to at least try these once. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment on what you think about the shoes if you tried them, or any questions you might have that I might not have covered in the video. Laters.